Okay. Okay, so notes 4-3 slope and similar triangles. We're going to, note that I'm going to change some of the stuff on this sheet to match your sheet. Okay, so when we go through, note the kind of the differences for me, okay? So it talks about the slope of the triangles. It's saying that if two triangles, hypotenuse, form on the same line, we talked about this being a right triangle. Thank you. Okay, and this being our leg, and this is our leg, because they match up to our right triangle, and the line across from the right angle is the hypotenuse. Okay, so it says write a proportion comparing the two. Okay, we're going to go with some different letters right here. Okay, so I don't want to say this, and I don't want to do that. Okay. So I don't know why. So we're going to mark that out because that doesn't even match yours. It says corresponding sides are similar. And then they do CB over ED. So CB over ED. And that's going to be blue and blue. And then BA over DC. And that's going to be red and red. Okay. And then it says if you cross multiply them, it says find the cross products. So you would go CB times DC. And then ED times BA, and if they were equal, then it would be true that they are proportional, right? So y'all remember when we did those before. So what I want you to see, though, is if you do the rise over the run, I think we're making this way too hard. Okay? What's the rise here? 1. And then it runs what? 2. Okay? And it should be the same for this one. Rise 1 and run 2, and it should come across against the crosshairs again, right? So, but on this one, it's technically rise 1, 2, 3, run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that would simplify down to 1/2 also. Does that make sense? If you do point to point. So that simplifies down, so that makes it proportional triangles. They're proportional. It scales up. Yeah, so they're not equal, they're proportional. What does proportional mean? It means similar size or similar angles, and similar figures. It's congruent angles and proportional sides. Okay. So look at graph number 1. It says graph triangle XYZ with vertices -3 and 5. Okay, so let's do our first point. -3 and 5. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's my first point right there. I'm putting those little dots just so you can see where my pen's going. You don't need those, but that's just so you can see where my pen's going, right? Okay. And then my next dot is -3, 3. Okay. And then my next dot is 0, 3. Okay, so those are the 3 dots, and that's a triangle. It's a triangle XYZ. So this is X, Y, and Z. So X, Y, and Z. Okay? And then we're going to graph triangle ZLP. Okay, so Z is 0, 3. Z, and then L is 0, -1. Yeah, it's starting that point too. And then 6, -1. 2, 3. Then -1 right there. So now look, I'm going to graph my triangle there. Okay? And it says, then write a proportion comparing the rise to the run of the similar slope of the triangles. Okay? So, I would say we're going to go with just our normal rise over our run. So we're rising here, 1, 2, and we're running 1, 2, 3. But it's negative. Okay, so guys, we really need to get clear with this. When we're going down the stairs like this, it's got to have a negative slope. If I go up and to the right with my points, my slope's going positive. Does that make sense? Like if I go up and to the right, and I'm climbing the stairs, right? My slope's positive. If I'm going here, or down and here, I'm going down the stairs like this one is. Do you see how it's going down the stairs this way? Then my slope has got to be negative. okay? Because technically I'm rising, but I'm not running to the right. If I'm running to the right, I'm going positive, but I'm running to the left, so that makes my slope negative. Are you with me? Okay, so let's check the other one. What do we get? Negative 4, 6?
What happens if it's going down right?
You should go down 1, 2, 3, 4 and run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You okay with that? Okay, so those both simplify down to what? This should be negative 12. This should be negative 12. They should both simplify down to negative 2/3. So that should be your slope for that line. Okay, so look at number 2. Graph ABE. Says graph ABE with vertices negative 4, 3. Negative 4, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 0, 0. And 0, negative 3. So graph. So this was A, B, C. Are y'all good with those points? Okay. And then you're going to graph your second color, which would be ACD, negative 4, 3. Negative 4, negative 3. And then 4, 3. And then 4, negative 3. So we would go here, here, here. So what's it doing there? Is it running along that same slope? Yes. Does that make sense? If we go point to point on the green, we would rise 1, 2, 3 and run 1, 2, 3, 4. So it would be positive 3/4 on the green one. On the yellow, we would rise 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does that simplify down to the same thing? Yes. So it would all simplify down to that 3/4. So our rise over our run would be 3/4. Okay, I want you to try 3 for a second on your own. Okay, remember your points are X, comma, Y. So left or right first, and then up or down. Left or right, and then up or down. I haven't done it yet. Hold on. Okay, this is what I got.
I got 1/3.
1/3.
I don't know how you get that.
Okay. I got 1/3 on this. I did the rise over the run, and then I did the rise over the run here.
Wait.
What?
I multiplied 1/3 times 1/3.
Why?
I know that I'm wrong now.
Okay.
I
Pick number 4. Okay, you have negative 4, 5. So I'm going to start with negative 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then negative 4, 4. And then 2, negative 4. Okay, that's a much bigger triangle than what we've been dealing with, right? Okay, and then, so R, S, T, and then U is negative 2, 2. Uh-oh. Negative 2, 2. Okay, so I don't know if I drew a straight line right there, so I may need to check that.
T.
Mm-hmm.
It's negative 1
Wait, why does it have to be a straight line?
I don't know because I don't know if it's going through the right, plotting on the right points. Because it didn't look good when I,
It's
like it
negative
should.
1 1/2.
-2, -1.
Negative 3 over 2.
So it should go through that. So it wasn't going through that. So I was trying to make sure. Okay, so that does work out in itself. Okay. So it is 1, 1, 2, 3 over 2. So 3 over 2, but it's -3/2.
I got negative 1 1/2.
Mm-hmm. -3. We don't want to change it to a mixed number though right now.
Okay, so I also
Okay.
put negative 3 over 2.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the red one is -9 over 6, which would reduce the same thing. Okay.